Welcome to day 16. We have a backhoe here today, and we're going to dig out these giant trees. The best way to remove these is to break up the roots and dig sort of the perimeter around the base of the tree, and then the bulldozer should just push it right over. This is kind of what we're working on right now. This has a smaller bucket. That way we can dig a smaller hole around here. So this big guy and then the one behind him, those are coming down today. Cleared out a lot of the space around it. Make some more progress today, hopefully. We'll show you as this little guy comes down shortly. Okay, so tree dropping 101. You never know which way they're gonna fall. We were sitting over there and we thought the tree was gonna fall the other way, so we moved. We're standing right here and it comes down this way. So this giant tree, we didn't even have to push on it. Came down all on its own, just by digging up, breaking up the roots around it. You can see how big the bottom of it is. So now we're on to the next two large trees. We'll have to make sure we're steering clear of these big guys. We are back after a lunch break, and we are getting ready to pull down this very large tree on your left. We have two pieces of equipment connected to these chains. One is the bulldozer and one is the wrecker. They're further down the hill. You can't see those from here. They're pulling and pulling and pulling on this giant tree. Here it comes. Oh my goodness. Huge. Looks like it's getting stuck in some of the other trees. On its way down, sort of just suspended in the air right now. You can see from the roots all the digging and everything, how it loosened everything up and freed it up to be able to fall that easily. We weren't sure exactly how much strength would be needed to pull this thing down. It's pretty big. Here it is. Not exactly sure what they're going to do to get it down from here. Guess we'll see in a second. Looks like they're putting a little pressure on the tree with the wrecker to pull on it a little harder. bottom of this tree. Let me see how big that thing is.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can dig some of that dirt off of it. You want to cut the wrecker out?
Teamwork. Getting this giant tree trunk out of the ground and pulled off to the side. I don't know if you can really get a feel for just exactly how big this is. Finally came out of the ground and it looks like a crater. Taking both machines to get this thing to move. We got this hole absolutely insane. I thought it looked big before, but we actually didn't even have it cut completely loose before. Giant. I don't even know how big of a hole this is. Maybe 10, 12 feet diameter. It's pretty big. Part of the tree trunk is still attached so that we have something to kind of pull it by. But it's digging a hole into the ground as we pull on it. We're going to add a second chain. So they're adding a second chain around the tree base because as he pulls on this, it is twisting sideways instead of pulling the way that we need it to go. We're going to add a second one just to see if we can balance it out. tree's roots are. They go on and on and on. This is the cut version. Alright, so now we're going to push this, I don't know, somewhere. And then continue to push down a few more trees. We are at the very tiring end of day 16, and we have pushed down quite a few trees, pulled some down, pushed some down. Overall chaos and destruction day. This guy right here and his buddy over across the way fell back into their holes after we cut part of the trunk, so we'll have to pull those down later. But all in all, we have basically cleared almost every single tree that falls into the path of the floor plan of the house. There may be a few stragglers here and there, but we've gotten most everything. This is a huge area that we've cleared this weekend and made a lot of progress. Nobody was really in the mood to run the chipper today, so we decided to make a stack and leave it for a day when we can come either early in the morning or late in the evening and do some of the chipping when the weather's not so hot. It's pretty exhausting working in the heat, honestly, but you can kind of see how much we've gotten done. The guys worked really hard today, taking all these down and getting some of the bigger ones out of the way that we knew were going to be difficult. So here we are, end of day 16, a 3-day weekend, tons and tons of progress. So we'll see you on day 17. Have a great week.